What's good, fam bama? You already know it's the delay. It's crazy. What's going on, fam? Everybody that's already subscribed, all my 3 subscribers, what's cracking with you? You know what I'm saying? That's all we gonna need, because a lot of people ain't gonna be able to really handle this info. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting like a million followers or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be like very small, right? Because the information is too real, bro. You know, and most people is living fake lives, so they're not gonna gravitate to this realness, bro. But if you are, blessings to you all, and continued blessings gonna in the near future. If you this is your first time seeing me on YouTube or anywhere really, TikTok, yo, hit that subscribe button and let's keep it pushing, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're doing all type of good works here. You know what I'm saying? So, what are we gonna talk about today? Let's go a little deeper today. Let's talk about the human race and what is going on with it, and could it be better, and what will make it better? Alright, so let's start off by just off the top. You know what I mean? You got the human race, right? Like, and a lot of this stuff is just commentary. I would love to have a dialogue with more people, because this is just my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And I would love to be able to converse with others, just, you know, to try to come out with a more concrete, use a more scientific approach to the question, or the questions. So, you know, just human beings on planet Earth, and all that is that up to this day, you know what I'm saying? And that goes, so that you put all that stuff in here. You take all the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know what I'm saying? And that creates what you have here today, what you see. You know, a lot of this stuff is it's then got a little bit out of control. I would never say it's out of control, because that means God don't have control. So I would say that it's I don't know how to explain it. It's a little, it's not a little, it's a lot. It's a lot unnatural. It's not as natural as it was when God first created this planet, and when humans first stepped foot on the planet, right? So let's just start off with creation. You know what I'm saying? Like the creation story itself. I truly only know, I know two creation stories. I don't know all of them, so if anybody would like to interject, comment below or hit me up, man. We could do a video. I'm all about that. So, in the beginning, the Egyptian, I'm an African, right? So we have our theory, which is everything pretty much is created by the sun. Everything. The sun is created matter. It created every atoms. It created everything that you see around you. The sun created it. We can go deeper into that, but yeah. So the bottom line is, what we're saying is the sun can create planets. If y'all ever watched the what's his name again? The guy who played the pimp on I don't even know off the jump, bro. I can't even remember. I should know his name, because anyway, I got a lot going on in my head, so it's not that important, but he is important. So anyway, he came online and he was talking about this particular stuff. But you know, this is modern, he got Terrence Howard, that's his name, Terrence Howard. Everybody knows about him and what he was saying. So, in his philosophy, he said that the sun created everything. But that's just him. Like, before he came out, the Africans, we worshiped the sun. That's what it's called, Ra, right? It's called Amen Ra. So Amen, you know what I mean? So you know how people be like, Amen, 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 Amen. It's the same thing, bro, but it's the sun. So we're not gonna go into details with that, but we worship with life givers, the highest form of life givers that we can see. We know God exists through his creation. You get what I'm saying? Because even though the sun may have created all this, who created the sun? The sun didn't create itself, or did it? So, and that, you know, that's another, I'm not write that. We're gonna probably do that video another day. I gotta start writing these titles down because I'll be losing track. But so in our story, the sun is God, but not the all-seeing God. It's God, that the closest God that we can see in with our own eyes. You know what I'm saying? But yet we don't not attribute everything on this planet to it. So it's not like it ain't God. It's just, you know, there's still more questions to be asked, and that goes the same. So then that's just us, right? As far as blacks, and I ain't going for like new modern Africans, because a lot of them have been converted over to like Muslims, Christianity, and so on and so forth. So what I'm saying is that's what ancient Africans, and I try to go, if I'm gonna get to the source, I want to know the source. I want somebody telling me something that they came up with 10,000 years later than what the source says. When I get information, I'm trying to go to the where it came from. You know what I mean? That way I'm not getting no watered down versions. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to keep talking on and on. It's hard for me to not do this without being clear, though. So that's us. And then you got the Christianity, right? I'm thinking the Muslims might be, their creation story may be a little different, you know, but they do share similar stories with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The Quran does. So I would say the Bible was first, and the Quran has taken some stuff out of it and it created itself, just like the Christians took stuff from Kemet and made it itself. So, and I, you know, whatever. I have no problem with that, technically. You know, so, but anyway, in their creation story, the Christians, they say that God created, he spoke the earth into existence, right? But this, bro, it's a billion, they can't even count how many galaxies there is out there, and they talk about it in the trillions. Like, what? You talking about a planet, bro? Dead ass? Like, so I hate that general stuff. Like, I need to know I don't want to know where Earth came. I want to know where everything came from. Saturn, like all this. And so, okay, then we actually got three different creation stories. So you got the biblical story, you got our story, which is the sun created everything, from atoms to everything. Then you have the Christianity story of creation, which is God just was floating around and he just said, "Let there be light." He just spoke. He didn't build it or put it together or He just spoke the shit into existence. That's what they say. God just said, let there be light. Meaning he just said, let there be a sun. And the sun popped up. Big ass sun somewhere. Let there be water. No, I don't know, bro. So that's the Christianity story. And all the way, and then when it comes to human beings, actually, let me go back to the Egyptian story. I didn't fully go through the whole thing. So we do believe the sun is God. It's the life giver, right? And so after life began on Earth, however many millions of years it took, we have gods that came down to the earth. So you got like Canu. These are Egyptian Neters. Neter is a god. Okay, in Africa we call gods Neters, right? We didn't have one god. We had multiplicities of gods for almost every aspect of life. And from all energy fields to feelings to everything. So we have a God that we can like Set and Isis. So we have the first family of gods came to the planet. Okay, Asar, Isis, Canu, Tahuti. It's a nice amount of like 13 of them, if I'm not mistaken. They're called Neters. Okay, these Neters, especially Canu, because I know him for sure. They got him. Hopefully, I can put the image on the video. If I can't, then oh well. Go look it up. It's Canu under the potter's wheel, right? So you know how they got in the Bible, they say that God created man from mud, and he blew, like he made man out of mud, and he blew air, and a damn human came to life. So it's kind of similar to what Canu did. Cause they have Canu. This is like 10,000 something years before the Bible was even thought of. We already had this on the walls already. You feel what I'm saying? We got Canu on the potter's wheels, or whatever they're doing. He's putting together men. Okay, so that's how man was created in the African story. There wasn't the sun created everything until it got to the point where, like, we got to humans, and then Canu, which was a Neter, a god, formed man on a pottery thing. That's what we say. It's a picture of it. It's on the walls of Egypt. So that's for Africa. Then you got, it's probably gonna be like a 2 series. I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot, but I'll probably get a lot of it out too. Then you got the Christianity story, where it's pretty much similar, except for, like, we say the sun created everything. They say God just spoke everything into existence, and then they don't have like a second God. They just say God made man out of clay and gave a man half of his, he had a man, then he created a woman and gave her half his rib. Like, this is all part of the story. And then we ain't talking about animals, because they was already here before we got here. So and then you got science. Science is the story is like, it's evolution. You know what I'm saying? And some of it is, it all starts from the Big Bang Theory, I guess, and then the Big Bang creates all this stuff and stardust, and then things start spinning together and coming together, and next thing you know, you got the Earth, you got Mars, you got the solar system was created off a Big Bang. I never really. It's a good theory, but is it like truthful? Nah, I don't believe it personally. It's possible, but it's natural at least, But it's like you got a lot of questions, bro, because they're saying something as small as a pin, something as small as a tip of a pin. That's how small it would have to. It was nothing. It really didn't. We don't know what it was, because if it was that small, then ain't nobody seeing it. You know what I'm saying? In space, come on, bro. Like, ain't nobody. It wasn't nobody around to see it in the first place. So this is a real theory. All these things are theories, but the African and the Christian one is more spiritual. But this right here is definitely theory, and it's saying that the Big Bang created everything that we see today, which is like all those galaxies and all those universes and all that. Bro, come on. Really? That's crazy. That's what you saying is all these trillions of planets, like one planet. This one planet, bro. This planet is huge. This is one. This is not even Pluto or Neptune, Saturn, and all these things are supposed to be like 3, 4. You can put 50 damn Earths in them. That's just our galaxy. Then they talking about they got trillions of galaxies in space, bro. You telling me one big bang, that's a lot, bro. That is a lot. That's a lot, bro. And it's unrealistic almost. But living on this planet is unrealistic too. So I don't know. It's kind of hard once you start getting out of this little I'm a human thing, because we like ants to the world, So that's like a bird. Like birds see ants and stuff though. But what if you live you wouldn't ever know, bro. Can't see that high up, bro. You ain't finna be seeing, I guess, billions of ants on the ground. But if you just flying all the time, or you just that high up, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. So, and then they say, so everything is just evolutionized through the science process, which is the Big Bang Theory, the molten rock. The Earth turning into a molten rock to cooling down. Now this is the crazy part right here when they say because now you got to think where the water came from, and they try to explain it, bro, but bro, it's too much. It's more water. Well, they don't say that. You would think it's more water than Earth. But technically, it's more earth and water. It's just, you can't see it. It's more, you can see more water, but the earth is under the ground. And if you wanted to mass it, it's definitely more earth here than water. The water is covering the landmass. You get what I'm saying? So just because it's not, you can't see it, don't mean it ain't there. This earth is crazy, man. So anyway, man. So they say meteorites, and there is no explanation in the biblical or in the Kemetic stories that how water got here. It just only the science people say they know that how water got here in that mass amount after the earth. So the earth was just in a molten stage to where it's there's lava everywhere. There's no water. Ain't no water on earth at this time, supposedly because the Big Bang. And then they said after the Big Bang, after the planets created, then it was another 2 planets that collided, right? Bam. And then when that happened, that's when the earth got molten. It's like supposedly it cracked open, like the whole earth cracked open. That's what they say. And that, with all the molten rock, was all over the earth. And after that, after what they say, something million years, the earth cooled down enough to where water can exist on it, but it was no water on it, you know what I'm saying? And so now they say that meteorites came down and bombarded the earth so much to where it got oceans. I don't believe that shit at all. That shit don't make no sense whatsoever. Like, there's no way. I don't give a hell, bro. Like, especially like when you got the, I don't know, man. It'll take a lot, bro. It'll take a lot of water, bro. And it's like, there's not, nigga, it would have to be a planet worth of water. Like, literally, it'll have to be that much. It couldn't be like little water here and there, and you got the sun. Nigga, the water is just gonna evaporate off the rip. Like, I don't care if it was like a mountain worth of water. Okay, bro, ain't nothing hitting the earth with no as size of a mountain, bro. Nah, I don't know, man. That shit's crazy. That's one crazy thing I can't even come up with. They be trying to come up with like these little theories, which is cool, but I don't believe them. So anyway, the water came on Earth, and then they say I don't want to go through the whole thing, but yeah, water came, and then the aquatic life came, single cell life, and then single cells started splitting into multi-cells, and then over time humans developed, and it came from the oceans. Forgot what kind of rocks they I forgot. It's a rock that they say that's one of our ancestors. So yeah, and then humans are here after being after evolution took place over millions of years. A human turned from a single cell organism to a fish to something else, and then turned into a monkey, and then turned into a human. That's what science says. Right? So y'all gotta pick your own, you know. I'm not hating on nobody's theories or nothing like that, but I definitely would like to be more proactive in trying to figure that out, even if it's just a better theory, you know. But it's kind of hard when you got all these smart people thinking about this stuff all day, and it's like, where are you gonna, you know, these people aren't dumb, you know. They got tools and instruments and all type of stuff, so. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't like a simple question. Where's my Anyways, man, my bad. I try to find something right quick. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna make this like a 3 series, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to go through all this, and I just went through damn near just the beginning stages of evolution for all 3. I'm probably not gonna go through all 3 as I proceed on, but we'll see. I'll probably compare and contrast. But you know, this is kind of the stories. I'm sure there's more. Like, I don't know, the whole the Indian story. I don't know the Indian creation story. I don't know the Chinese or Japanese creation story. Right? Christians, Latinas are mainly Christians, so Roman or Catholics, either or. So, but yeah, we'll go from there, man. And then, well, I'll probably do another one tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, or the next day, whenever. But this is just the creation stories for all the. I was gonna go into just being human, but we'll go into that. This is gonna be the start of being human on the planet Earth. What's wrong with the human race? And what can we do to fix it? You know, as a race. Oh no, exactly. So again, I just broke down most of them. I don't know all of them. I know the African. I know the Caucasian God's creation story, and I know the science. So those are the most prominent things. But if you have something, or you know, if you feel like or you would like to speak on this, or talk to me, or have a conversation about this, and not in a debate form, but like just over online, hit me up. We'll go deep. We can go deeper into it and start asking questions to where people. It's just not just here on some blase, just like I'm just here type thing. People should be asking questions, man. The world is too complex not to be. Like, however you look at it, it's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So, but let me know which one you think is out of all of those three creation stories. Which one you think is more likely to be real, and why? That sets a precedence, because then we know as we move forward with the story, like, people believe this. So it's God, meaning like God and Jesus, like the Christian God. Then you got Ra, which is the sun. For Africa, we worship the sun, but see, a lot of other people can't worship the sun because the sun is like, it's not good for them. Like people who have very pale skin, the sun is like an enemy to them. So when we was as Africans, we are we live on a solar plane, meaning the sun is not something you should be hiding from or anything of that nature, because how the hell, you know what I'm saying? This is his thing. It's the sun. We live in the solar system. The solar system surrounding the sun. Like everything, whether it's here on Earth or somewhere else, is being affected by the sun. So a lot of people couldn't accept that in other races, that we worship the sun, so they came up with their own gods and things of that nature. So, but anyway, man, it's another day. It's chapter 1. We're gonna go through all of it, like the crazy wars. We'll start at the primitive state of based off what I know as much as I can, and then we'll keep going, man. So next time, check me out. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to your boy. Be that fourth subscriber. Don't be scared to hit that subscribe button. I promise you, what you're doing is you blessing yourself. You're telling God that you want more out of life. I'm only a vessel, you know what I'm saying? I can only get you to try to want more. That's it. And maybe I can provide more if you want it, but the first step to anything is that you have to want it, And so you hitting that like button, not the like button, but the subscribe button, or even the like button, it shows that you want it. You want something better. You want a better life. You want a better understanding of your life. Like, you don't want to be here for 80 years, 60, 70 years, and you just die, cuz. Like, you got a house and you got like a degree, but that shit don't mean nothing to God. Like in reality, in real. Now they could try to pin all this down and all this systematic stuff and the Matrix type thing, and like I'll be sad if I had to live my whole life. And then people don't understand this. And it's like, even when you die, it's like, what you do? You didn't do nothing. If you stitch your whole, I don't care how you put it. If you worked your whole life and you, like I told, your whole life, and you don't have no spiritual connection with God, like I ain't talking. So that's when people got to put all their eggs in one basket. You know, when they say, "Oh, I believe in Jesus Christ," I believe in that's risky business, bro. Because once you tap into that, you in it, and then that can actually take you to where you don't really want to go. Now, I don't have a problem with it at all with other religions. I feel like every religion is created for, just like the African religion, is created for Africans. That's why we worship the sun, because the sun doesn't do anything to us. It actually edifies our melanin, and when the sun rays hits our melanin, it's like information. The sun can actually communicate to us with sun rays, and because the sun rays has so much stuff in it, it's not just rays of light. It's actually energy. It's particles. It's all type of information. Medically, it can help you out heal, like the sun can heal. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, we only can do what we want to do. And so I advise people, you know, tap in with your boy, because all I'm doing is trying to save souls here, and for my remaining time on this planet. That's all my job is. So when you hear me or you see this, bro, don't think I'm out here clout chasing. I'm not. I can care less about any money like that. You know, by me speaking this is like me doing my job. So hopefully before I die, I got over 10,000 videos. That would be nice. That might take me another 4, 5, 6 years. You know, I'm still 40. You know, telling. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, that's the volume 1 to life, human life on Earth, volume 1. What it means to be human. All right, peace, love, and blessings to all. 1.